Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. The other day I was sitting in my room and I realized it's so disgusting in here. Literally everything is everywhere and it's hard to move my mouse around because there's so much on my desk. I spend a lot of my time in my room and I do a lot of eating and snacking and I do all my hobbies in here like painting and playing the piano, and my room is very small so it's very easy for it to get cluttered. I'm just living like a goblin. But it's okay because today I'm going to get it together. I was also trying to do some homework, but I needed so many tabs that it was getting annoying cycling through all of them with just my two monitors. Then I remembered I have an extra monitor that's been lying around for years after I upgraded my setup for the very first time. So I decided to add another monitor to my setup. Now it could be easy for me to Google the answers. So I went on Amazon and I bought a new monitor stand to upgrade my setup with, and hopefully this will upgrade my quality of life. Now that we got the stand out of the box, I need to clean off my setup and take down my monitors. So far, this is what we have going up. Um, it's not perfect. The arms, they just slightly miss the mark on how I want them to line up. I wanted this monitor flipped so now both of the thin bezels could be, facing each other. But I don't think that's gonna happen because of how the base amounts are set up on these. They're super low. I'm not sure, but I think other monitors have their base amounts up here and mine's are down here. So in order for me to flip this, I would need the arm to be able to reach all the way up here, and it can't reach that far, like at all. Like this is the max height for it. And then for the second arm, this is how low it can go. So I'm really am working with a very thin margin here. But I might be able to adjust it just a little more to make it look a little better, but so far, this really is all I have. But here's the third monitor. So the third monitor is gonna sit like this right here. And I'm gonna be using my old mount to do that. Okay, so I just want to give a disclaimer that I am just a hobbyist. I don't know what I'm doing, and I did zero research on what to buy to make this setup happen, and I just picked what I thought looked nice. So this took me over an hour to set up, and the clips and lighting that I recorded this in were just awful, and in the end I ended up hating how it all turned out. So this was really just a waste of time. Okay, so I've been at this for about an hour now, and this is what I got. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really feeling it. I don't like how close this monitor is to the ground or to the desk. It's like barely 2 fingers of space, and then they're not lined up really well. Then I make this one too high, and then it's very rickety because of how this mount is set up. There's like this
metal hinge that's right there where the original mount is supposed to go to. But of course I don't have that original mount, and then I don't have any spacers to put right here. I'm gonna have to come back to this another time because it's really hot in my room and I'm tired and I'm hungry, so I'll be back.
So yeah, it turns out that I just bought the wrong stand. Not only did I buy the wrong stand, I also ended up buying another hammock. I didn't need another hammock, I needed more clips to hang the hammock up on. So now I just have 2 hammocks for no reason. So after that disaster, that night I actually did a bit of research on how to get the monitor layout that I wanted. And I went on Amazon and I bought what I needed. And I also went and I actually bought the hanger clips that I needed for the hammock and didn't just buy another hammock. It's the next morning and everything got here, so after a quick tea break, I got straight to work putting everything together. So after another hour of work putting all the screens up, I find out that the screen I've had for 3 to 4 years is freaking broken. I literally just can't catch a break at this point.
Alright, as you can see, I got the monitors set up, but unfortunately, this one is broken. Which I figured. I honestly, for the couple years that I wasn't using it, I had it just floating around my room. So I guess at one point something must have hit it, or I must have hit it. And yeah, look at that, man. That really sucks.
So after scrolling online, I saw a good monitor on Amazon that could get here today and it wouldn't break the bank. So while I wait on that to get here, I'm gonna unbox a couple more things that I got for the setup.
I still have some stuff we need to open up. I've been doing this since like 9 in the morning and now it's 11:50. So I'm about to take a quick break.
The new monitor is on its way, but it won't get here until later on tonight. So while we wait, I'll go ahead and move the plushies to the other side of the room.
This is how we're looking. I definitely like how this is stacking way more with this stand. The old stand that I have right here, it just couldn't do what I needed it to do. So I'm definitely happy I made the swap. Yeah, it freaking sucks that this one is broken, but I went on Amazon and I found a monitor that wasn't too expensive, and it's the same brand as these two that will be here closer tonight. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna move these plushies. So I'm gonna move it from this corner to this corner. I did end up buying more hooks because the last package I bought, it was just the hammock itself, and I don't need the hammock, I needed hooks. So got that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. Okay, I am back. It's now 6:18 and the plushies are all lined up. I also put my sword up, and I really hope it doesn't fall, because if it does, it's probably gonna knock all of this down, which would not be good. But I kind of like it up there. I might move it over, but for now that's really good.
Now that I'm done with the plushies, I'm gonna start editing / writing the script for this video. Alright, now it's about 9 o'clock and the monitor finally came in. But before I switch it out, I'm gonna record some shorts / TikToks to farm engagement with the broken monitor. Now that that's done, let's open up the new monitor.
It looks great. Alright, so we got the monitor mounted on there. Now I guess before I fix it up all the way, I should at least see if it can even turn on. 3, 2, 1. Alright, it's on. It's not orientated right, of course, but it's on, and it doesn't look like it has any dead pickles. It doesn't look like it has any dead pixels. Alright, that's it. Third monitor is up. I'm about to try and push it back a little more because it's a little too far forward, but it looks great. Alright, we are finally done. This is what everything looks like. Super happy with how it turned out. We finally got the monitor in a good position. I just had to move the bar that's back here a little more in towards where the other monitors are, and I feel like it turned out really good. All I gotta do now is remove this paper.
Okay guys, now that everything is put together, I'm definitely happier with how everything is looking. It should be way easier for me to do work with multiple tabs, especially since I have this extra monitor to help me out. I was going to clean the action figures up today, but I'm way too tired after doing all of this for pretty much 2 days. Plus, I have a lot of figures coming in soon, so I'm gonna have to rearrange everything when it gets here. Hopefully it gets here soon so I can make a video on it. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think of the new additions to my setup. Also, this is my first video ever doing voiceovers, so let me know what you think of this. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye.